In today's video, we will find out the best single-player games available on Roblox. But before we begin, hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Roblox is a massively successful online multiplayer gaming and game creation platform that allows people to develop their games and play a diverse selection of games created by other users as well. Many people think of Roblox to be this massive multiplayer game with a huge social aspect. Whilst this is true at times, it is not always the case. You might be surprised to hear that there are dozens of excellent single-player Roblox games that you can play and enjoy all on your own. Here are the top 10 single-player games on Roblox. 10. Traffic Rush. It's a fun arcade game in which you have to run as far as possible along a highway, avoiding cars and obstacles as you move from left to right. Advance automatically. Traffic Rush reminds us of those endless running games that you can find in app stores like Temple Run. Traffic Rush isn't quite as quiet or impressive as most of the other games on this list, but sometimes, simple game mechanics like the ones found in this game work best. 9. Roses. Roses is another horror game for one player. In Roses, you take control of a player as you search for your best friend who recently passed away. The last thing you heard was that your best friend had gone to an asylum to get good images for a movie he was planning to shoot for a film festival. As you can imagine, walking through the asylum to find your friend ends up being a pretty terrifying experience. 8. Alone in a Dark House. You may have guessed that horror games are becoming very popular for Roblox players. Alone in a Dark House is another game you can play alone, although there is also an option to play with your friends. Alone in a Dark House is a theatrical and spooky horror game, best played with headphones and dim lighting. Expect a lot of fears, scary moments, and scary music. 7. Infinity RPG. Infinity RPG is a very popular online RPG that allows you to fight creatures, get better equipment, earn gold, and play with your friends. We also found that Infinity RPG is an excellent game to play alone. There are always things to fight for, whether you have a friend to play with or not. 6. Escape Room. Escape Room does a great job of placing the user in a virtual escape room. For those who haven't had time to see one life, or who, due to the current pandemic, survive thanks to stay-at-home orders, Escape Room is the perfect simulation for the real experience. The game involves complex puzzles that must be completed before each level can be completed. 5. Bendy and the Ink Workshop. Bendy and the Ink Workshop is a very popular single-player horror survival game that immerses you in a unique world. Despite being built directly by Roblox, the developer of this game has managed to fit into a unique art style and spooky atmosphere that you can't find anywhere else. You may be familiar with Bendy and the Ink Machine, which is a standalone game on the Nintendo Switch and other consoles this Roblox game is based on. 4. Vibrant Venture. Vibrant Venture is a colorful 2D platformer that was built in the world of Roblox. Even though Roblox is a 3D game, the developers of this game have managed to use Roblox's amazing study tools to create side-scrolling from a 2D perspective. As you play longer, you will encounter more challenging levels and more unique gameplay elements. 3. Ramona. Ramona is a top-down Roblox adventure game that takes you through a gripping storyline. Two key elements make Ramona great. First, you have the action-adventure game. You have to run and jump through different levels as you explore the game world. Second, you have the story. Ramona's story is short but very interesting, and there are more endings to explore. Unfortunately, you can't save your progress on Ramona, so it's the kind of game you'll want to complete in one go. Fortunately, the game is short enough that it's not that hard to complete in one day. 2. Factory. The Factory is a single-player game set in a strange and wacky universe in which you take on the role of a robot who has to solve a series of puzzles at the request of your teacher. In most cases, you will need to use different objects and basic physics to solve the puzzles at each level. As you progress through the different levels of Factory, the puzzles become more challenging. You also begin to get involved in a story where you have to try to stop an evil robot from taking control of the Roblox Developer Conference. It's a joyful addition to the overall experience, and while it doesn't add much in the way of depth, it's certainly pleasant to watch. 1. Island Adventure. Island Adventure is a truly awesome 3D action-adventure game. In Island Adventure, you can explore a huge island, complete missions, and overcome different platforming challenges along the way. Several tools are provided to help you get around. For example, a lance rope can be used to cross large open rivers. You will also encounter a variety of different enemies and need to use your spear as a weapon to take them down. Tell us in the comments section your thoughts. That's it from today's video. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay happy. See you in the next video.